Target Trading Academy.
Good afternoon, everybody. Preston Vogl here at Target Trading Academy with today's Micros Market Recap. Let's get right into it. It is Monday, May 15th, after the New York close here. I've been gone for a week. I was on vacation with family, hence why you didn't see anything from me for the past week or so. But let's get right into it. With that being said, micro oil opened above that close from Friday. We had a straight run up, hit that HVA edge. Let me move that cursor over. Had a little bit of response off it. They finally broke up, and they did struggle around this area for quite some time. You can see it was about a good hour and a half or so before they finally overtook those prior highs and just climbed, and then they just, for the most part, just stalled out in this area here. So we are closing net positive for the day in oil. Didn't get to leave that range from Friday. As far as gold goes, it's a similar story, opening up around that close from Friday, though. Actually getting to it, so we opened below and then got right to it with that momentum from the 8:30 news this morning. And then we did stall for a while. You can see it's almost 10 o'clock before we actually get another move and an attempt at a potential long for the first time at that edge there. Ultimately, we did close net positive in gold as well. Never got outside the range for that matter. And then as far as our equities go, again, similar story, opening up inside Friday's range. As far as the ES goes, scroll that back. We opened above that close. All right, and then we had this initial move down. There was a little response at that HVH there. Came way down, got to the close, put in some lows on the day, lower than that close, and before they turned around, they faked out a whole bunch of people that saw this movement and said, oh, short, short, short. Well, they turned it around, and then what did they do? They had a round trip overtaking those highs from the day prior, confirming that those buyers are in charge. And what do? We end up closing higher on the day than on Friday. And that's a similar story in the NASDAQ. Can't scroll back. So let's go ahead and move it backwards manually. We opened above that close, and we just had that, I call it the great meltdown. Because it wasn't entirely, it wasn't whippy like we saw last week. Last week was very consolidated, yes, but there were times where it was very whippy. Today it was consolidated, but very much slower. There just wasn't as much participation, and you can definitely feel it. But we did have plenty of opportunities for entries at those edges that, as once again, we call out the night before, and you can see that they also had that round trip overtaking those prior highs and ultimately closing up positive for the day here in our equities. So with that being said, neither of those markets left their range from Friday. They were range bound on the day, but they did get to their close with the exception of oil. It just never even tried to get there, really. So we are positive in all of our markets. And then with that being said, I've already said it was slower. Plenty of opportunities, not a lot, but there was a small handful. And hey, if you get an opportunity, you get an opportunity. Whether you miss it or not, that's not something I can control. It's only what you can control as a trader. If you're paying attention to your charts and looking at the things that you need to look at. But again, if you are interested in learning more information about what we do here at Target Trading Academy and how you can get these levels onto your charts the night before, feel free to reach out to us. Like I said, we are Target Trading Academy. You can find us on Facebook or go to our website at targettrading.co. Again, that is targettrading.co. Get in touch with the representative at either one of those locations. They'll gladly show you what we do in our rooms each and every day.